So one thing that politicians won't touch on is police abuse and the militarization of police. They're deathly afraid of the police unions, which are very powerful, and no one wants to be seen as being against police officers. This is an important issue, though. We've seen a huge increase in police abuses ever since 9/11. Because what happened is, one of the reactions to the 9/11 tragedy, the federal government took a lot of money from taxpayers and gave billions and billions to police departments, even small police departments, to basically turn those police into soldiers. We can see them on the streets now, heavily armed SWAT teams, police with tank-like vehicles. We saw it in Boston after the Boston Marathon bombing. We saw hundreds of officers who really looked like soldiers walking our streets and in some cases violating Fourth Amendment rights, asking for papers, kicking down doors. We see police wanting to use these fancy new tools and gadgets that they have, very excited about the high-tech gear and military-like equipment that they have, fully automatic weapons, and they're using it more and more. They want to have excuses, so they'll use it to do simple processing of warrants or what would have been routine drug raids. Used to be that SWAT teams were very rarely used. Now it's much more common. So with this huge militarization in police forces domestically, and this huge explosion in these budgets and the assault weapons and things like that the police use, we see a corresponding increase in police abuse. This goes hand in hand with the drug war. It's a serious problem. It's something that we should take a look at. We should question some of the basic fundamentals. We should ask our politicians to not be so afraid. You're not being anti-police if you ask basic questions. Like, for example, the standard police line that officer safety is above all other things. That's something most politicians won't question. But I would. I'd say no. Officer safety is not above citizen safety. We have a lot of cases now, because there's such concerns about officer safety, where they've had wrong door raids, where people have been shot, family dogs have been killed, all of these kind of abuses, which are a real serious problem. People should take a look at it, urge the politicians to rein back on some of this over-militarized police spending. We don't need soldiers in our streets.